welcome back to my channel Meditic, bringing you cortisol lowering content. Now today's video is a video that I've been wanting to do for years, and it is a reaction to when I had my 15 minutes claim to fame. It was of course when I was on Good Morning Britain with Blackpool Brighton, Piers and the sweet Susanna Reid. So I've been waiting to do this video for a very long time, but I think now is the time to do it. It's almost been 2 years on since I've actually done the interview. Number one, the first person I like to big up is Teens Unite charity. Their links in the description below. They are the reason why I actually got onto the show, because they sent my story to Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan read my story and he really liked it, and he said that he wanted to get me on the show, and it happened just like that. So big up Piers Morgan and big up Teens Unite. So we're gonna get straight into the video. This is gonna be my reaction to my interview on Good Morning Britain. 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Why are we trending? That never fills me with glee. Look, diagnosed with a rare brain tumour at the age of just 11, Kai Newton said he was left feeling isolated and lacking in confidence. Now 11 years on, he's working on the front line
of the NHS like I'm in the 8th lane of the relay race. We already know. Let's get on with the video.
At King's College Hospital, helping to save lives of those with COVID-19.
Yeah, Kai says it was the support that he received from the Teens Unite charity which helped him regain his confidence and inspired him to start medicine.
You already know I had to start off the video with a salute. People who know me know that that's my thing. It's either that or I do this one. It's either I go through phases. Sometimes I do the salute, sometimes I do the yo, I don't even know what you call that one. Let's get back onto it.
School. Very good morning to you. You are there down in South London, my neck of the woods. Lovely to see.
Big up Croydon, we already know. Her neck of the woods as well. I've never seen her in Croydon. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen her face at all.
See? And we're also joined by Cara Millen, fashion designer and founder of the Teens Unite charity, live from Kent. Kai, it's just fantastic to see you. I mean, at 11 years old, you're diagnosed with this awful form of cancer, a rare form of brain tumour.
Yeah, so the brain tumour was a pineal. About 1 in a million people get diagnosed with it every day. But we get back into the video.
I mean, it must have been terrifying, but it also had long-term ramifications, didn't it?
Okay, also, if you noticed there, I was about to speak, but obviously I didn't want to cut her up, yeah? And I don't know whether she thought that I didn't want to say something, but I wanted to say something, but I thought, nah, let me not make this awkward, let me hold up tight. There's probably a better entrance to reply to.
It's on your state of mind, not just your health, but your confidence. Talk to us about that diagnosis. And
I can't even lie, actually speaking right now, yeah, my heart is going a million. Like, I actually just want to speak here, because my heart is going so fast. It's easily, I'm tachycardic.
And how you've dealt with it.
Yeah, so first of all, I'd like to thank God and the grace of God I'm actually alive today. Big up God, big up Jesus, big them up, man. Today, because cancer is absolutely horrible. Essentially what cancer does to you is, what it will do is it suck away your life, both physically, mentally and emotionally. I got headaches that were so bad that rest my head on my shoulder, because keeping it up by itself was too much pain. I used to wake up with blurry vision, and then the pressure in my head really started to build up as well, causing even more headaches. Yeah, and if you look, I've actually done a video on this. I've done a bit more detailed video on this already, which is my cancer journey. And I go into a bit more detail into the treatment I had, the symptoms I was facing, and what was happening surrounding that time, who I was with and where I was at the time. So make sure you check that video. That video should be in the description, or it might be up there. I don't know where I place it, but the video will be there.
Wow.
And you then discovered this charity, Teens Unite, didn't you?
Yeah, big up Teens Unite. Links in the description below. We already know.
You, Kai, tell us about that discovery and what it did for you.
Well, Teens Unite has been absolutely amazing. So as I said previously, Piers, what cancer does is it affects you physically, mentally, and emotionally. But what Teens Unite does is it helps in all of those key areas. Because when you first have cancer, you essentially move out of your house and you go into a new house. This new home is your hospital. And Teens Unite adopt you as a family, and that's essentially what the cancer charity does for you.
And you ended up...
And it does, I can't even lie, like the cancer charity does feel like a family, man, because it's, when you got a lot of people with that's gone through similar stuff, you know, it just feels like an instant community just built there amongst the people.
Up in this pandemic, remarkably, you decide you want to go into medicine and you end up on the front line in the battle against...
As I said, front line of the NHS, 8th lane of the relay race. How many times do I have to tell you?
Against COVID-19. How did that happen and what's that experience been like for you?
So I don't normally work on a COVID ward. It's true, I didn't really work on a COVID ward. I was actually working on a liver ward, as you'll probably find out a bit later in the video. But I decided to do banks there. I do need to shout out King's Fallers for what they've done for me. Shout out Howard Ward. Yeah, big up Howard Ward. I love that ward, man. Some of the best memories I had was on that ward. And the workers, the colleagues, the nurses, the healthcare assistants, the cleaners, the kitchen staff were just all amazing, man. I loved it there. I really do miss it. They've done absolutely amazing stuff for me, the staff and everything. But essentially, I knew that these COVID wards were very short-staffed for many reasons, and I felt bad for these patients. It kind of reminded me of the time when I was in hospital, except with the COVID patients, they weren't allowed to see friends and family. And yeah, no, that was a tough thing, man. The fact that friends and family weren't actually allowed in was quite tough. Like, patients really did feel isolated, and it actually really did make me feel bad. It's all good that obviously that this is all done. We finally cleared up for the most part. But no, it was tough times. If you're a patient, it was really tough times during that during COVID. And I always imagine if my parents was in that situation, how would I feel? And I thought I just need to do this. If I want to be one of the best doctors, which is my dream in life, I have to do this. And I jumped straight in without hesitating.
Yeah,
and I can't even lie, man. I knew this was like almost a once in a lifetime. I was like, if I don't do it now, if I don't pick up shifts on these wards, I feel like I would leave with regret, not knowing what it was like, not knowing what the conditions was and the pressure was working on these wards. And obviously, all of it just adds to the experience that I actually harbour.
When you spoke to these families, when you spoke to the patients, Kai, what were you able to say to them? Because it was such a cruel element of this disease, and remains so, that relatives can't come and see people even as they're dying.
Yes, that's 100% true. What I'd like to tell them is, because I try to be an inspiration to them, I let them know that bad things does happen in life, but there's always a positive outcome that can come from it. For example, when I tell them about my story, a lot of them are touched by it because you'd never expect it. And it does give them a glimpse of hope. And from that, I just do as much as I can to keep them as comfortable as possible.
Incredible work that you're...
So did you hear that random sound? I don't know if it's just me. I might be tripping. But I don't know what sound that was. Yeah, replay it back and make sure I'm not tripping, yeah?
Kai, you have obviously enormous aspirations to help others. You suffered as a child from this horrible cancer. You now want to be a cancer doctor for children, don't you?
Come on, man. Susanna even knows. Cancer doctor for kids, a paediatric oncologist, is my dream job. 100%. A lot of it really started from my first shadowing, when I shadowed my endocrinologist. She's an amazing, I'd shout out Dr. Albanese. She's been... Nah, she really is like an amazing doctor, man. Big her up again. You're getting double the big ups now. Amazing. And it was when I saw a 7-year-old walk into the consultation room, and something inside me was like, Kai, you found your path. And then after that, I've just gone full blown at it, trying to get there. because looking at her was like looking in the mirror. I kind of saw a reflection of myself.
And you're off to medical school?
Yes. Oh, come on, even Piers Morgan knows. Off to medical school. Not anymore. I'm actually in a medical school. I'm actually just finished 2nd year of medical school, and it is tough. I'm not even lying. It's been really, really tough.
I mean, this is quite a journey for you, Kai, isn't it? I mean, your family, generally, they must, you know, you were 11 years old when you could have died. Now, their boy's off to medical school to be a doctor. I mean, that's an amazing thing.
And then here, obviously, is the big famo. It is the family. As you can tell, obviously, my mom's not in the picture now. She managed to escape. And so I got my sister on the left-hand side. Big up my dad, who's in the middle. That is one of the twins. The other twin couldn't make it. Got my sister. I got my big head nephew as well. Just all love. I can't even lie. My sister's probably gonna kill me now. Yeah, I can't wait. I'll be heading off to Aberdeen, as we call it, the Aberdeen team. And I can't wait. I'm gonna love it. Everything I've learned throughout the whole journey has been absolutely amazing. All the people at my previous university when I was at Biomed supported me so much. Shout out to all of those people. You know who you are. From secondary school, all of those people shout you out. Because I've had so much support from everyone, and I can't say all the names, but you know who you are. I'd like to thank you.
You're a great inspiration.
I just want to say, you are an absolute model. And
I can't even lie, when she was saying this, yeah, I was getting goosebumps. At this stage, I was fully gassed. My ego, yeah, has reached levels it has never reached before.
Symbol of resilience and bounce back ability. And thriving against the odds. It's been impossible to get into all the details in this interview, but I just want to let viewers know. You survived the cancer. Your memory was affected by the treatment, which meant it took you longer to memorise things, which meant it was harder with exams. You went to a school in Hackney that was one of the worst performing schools in London.
Yeah, it was, man. As I said previously, yeah, the only schools that done worse than my school were special needs schools. My school done absolutely awful, and it closed within 3 years as well. And the worst thing of all, it was opened up by someone that I used to rate. It was royalty. I met him, and it is Prince Andrew. I shook his hand, and now I'm just shook.
Most students failed their exams, and the school has since closed down. You managed to get into the University of Hull despite...
Now, I don't know whether I misheard her, but I thought I heard University of Hull. Correct me in the comment section.
Despite all of that, to study biomedical science, and you graduated with a first-class honours degree. But you didn't immediately get into medicine.
Not at all. It was not immediate, no. Tell them, Suzanne, tell them.
Medical school the first time round. However, you didn't let that stop you, because you've got in now. And meanwhile, you've worked as a healthcare assistant, helping, as you say, families, children who cannot be with their family members and relatives during this virus. I mean, Kai, you're a remarkable person. What you have achieved is outstanding.
You call me a professional hurdler. I'm just jumping over problems one after the other.
And that is the way
you
to
are,
get
and you've been helped along the way by Karen and this brilliant charity. And we wish you all the best. Karen, I know it's so tough for charities like yours at the moment, so hopefully this will shine a light on exactly what you've been doing to help kids like Kai really achieve their dream against all the odds. It's a brilliant charity, and I hope people help you in this difficult time. So thank you both very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
Kai Newton, and Karen Millen, and the charity is Teens Unite.
What a great young man.
Incredible story, incredible. Brilliant. Good luck, Kai, and you know, you'll be just such a fantastic blessing for your patients.
Oh, I can't even lie, man. Like, that video, it gives me a lot of motivation. I absolutely love it. I don't think the interview could have gone any better, and it was amazing. And that is the end of the video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. Don't be selfish. There's enough Meditic to go around, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And stick around because there will be more content coming down. But it's been your boy Meditic. See you in the next video. Peace.